Dave Ramsey has helped thousands of people break free from the clutches of poverty and become extremely wealthy people. What people may not realize is that he's big on collecting data. What data, you ask? I'm glad you asked, because I've done some research on my own, and I found some shocking things. It turns out there are things that people waste money on, and I want to share this with you today so you can avoid spending on these things. Unused gym member. Let's face it, you bought a gym membership with good intentions, but now you're losing money every month and you haven't lifted a single weight. It's about as easy to cancel a gym membership as it is to get one. So if you have unused memberships, go cancel them right now. Impulse purchases. How many times are you in the checkout lane and you look at all the candy bars, lighters, and other items? These are known as impulse purchases and are placed strategically and sometimes with a higher price than similar things in the store, so you buy them on an impulse. Your lighter for your candles is nearly out of the liquid, so you need to buy a new one. Now that you see it at the checkout lane, why not pick it up now? Excessive vehicle expenses. Yes, you may drive the nicest car in your neighborhood, but at what cost? Well, the cost, according to Dave Ramsey, is the biggest vehicle expense you can find. At the end of the day, a car gets you from place to place. So if it's reliable and used, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. Your bank is costing you money. You pay a commission when you put the money in. You pay a commission when you ask them to give your money back. Interest rates these days are a joke, and depending on where you live, they are not even keeping up with inflation. Putting money in the bank in a volatile economy is costing you money on both the short and the long term. Society is shifting so quickly that old lessons about saving money no longer apply. That's why we recommend it. Money Master the Game as the basics for putting your money to work as an alternative to banking. Your taxes. People pay more taxes because they are not creating the same type of value in the marketplace as the rich. Like it or not, it's the truth. The rich leverage their wealth to creating more value, and the state is rewarding them for that fairly. Food waste. You probably have no idea how much food you're throwing away. People buy what they think they will consume, and 9 out of 10 times they are wrong. The average person throws away 40% of the vegetables they purchase, 17% of their dairy products, and 14% of the meat. The average American household is wasting approximately $20,000 per year on food that they throw away. The food waste ratios seem to be about the same no matter if you're poor or middle class. It's just that it's hurting the poor a lot more. Credit cards. If you can pay off your credit card quickly, it can be a great emergency fund. If you need to put $500 on your credit card and your minimum payment is $25 with a 21% interest rate, you will pay more in interest than principal each month. If you never use your credit card again, this could take 2 years to pay off. Credit cards can quickly lead to debt, as you may have experienced. Because people can't pay more than the minimum, credit cards are a huge waste of money. Some can't pay this and end up in collections with higher balances and fees. The lesson is to save $10, $20 each month in a savings account. Use this money for emergencies and avoid credit cards. Cigarettes and tobacco. The rate of tobacco use among Americans has dropped to 11. Some of you watching may be part of it. If you are part of it, seek help to quit, as it's one of the most expensive habits. Junk food. There is a myth that people can't buy healthy foods because they are too expensive. Have you stood back and looked at the price of fresh fruits and vegetables compared to chips, ice cream, and cookies? When it boils down to it, junk food is more expensive as it doesn't last as long as a bag of carrots or a head of lettuce. Plus, the way your body feels simply isn't worth the price of junk food. Many people think rich people will go out for lobster often or that they eat in fancy restaurants. But the reality is that most people who are considered rich don't do this. They like to focus on eating healthy in their own home by buying fresh vegetables, fruit, and foods high in healthy fats. The truth is, rich people save money by taking this route, and people can learn from this. Therefore, put down that nearly $5 bag of chips and pick up the bag of carrots that costs 82 cents per pound. Homes beyond budget. Home buying is a major life event. You go there daily for comfort, relaxation, and the safest building you know. You spend months searching for the perfect home. Family and personal space are essential. You want a certain kitchen, living room, and more. It's easy to lose track of your budget when you want so much for your home. Keep up with your friends, who may have nice homes, instead of comparing yourself to others, including your siblings. Focus on what you can afford. Should your daughter share a room? Many kids do, becoming best friends. They'll adapt and find their own time and space. Living within your means will help you avoid debt and save money, even if it means cramming 5 people into one bathroom in the morning. When this happens, you may save and build wealth so you can afford a bigger house without losing money. Going out? We all need to go out and enjoy ourselves from time to time. It's great to go out with your friends for a drink or go out with your partner to a movie, but how much money are you spending on it that could go elsewhere? This is not to say that you shouldn't go out and enjoy a night every now and then, but you don't need to do it every Friday night or every payday. Lucky charms or spiritual items? Isn't it ironic how people without money spend the little money they have on lucky charms or stones that are supposed to bring more wealth into their lives? You know what would make you $49 richer? Not spending $49 on rocks, and number we don't care you call them crystal or minerals. This is not a Breaking Bad episode. Don't even get us started on spiritual items. Even mentioning refraining from purchase of a crucifix in Latin America or Eastern Europe will get you labeled as a heretic in the eyes of the less fortunate. But it's actually the po that these organizations prey on to get the little they have from them. Impulse upgrades? It's normal to want to upgrade things that you don't need. Dave Ramsey often rants about how people buy unnecessary things all the time, and it's true we often upgrade things like phones, clothing, and even cars, but the current items we have are totally functional. If you want to break free from being po, then only upgrade when you need to. Beautification? We all want to be beautiful, and, unfortunately, many po people, especially women, feel that rich women are naturally more attractive. They believe that this is true because rich women can afford to dye their hair regularly, wear the best makeup, and spend hours in the salon. In reality, most rich women don't do this. In fact, if you meet a female CEO at a local business, you may find she has very little makeup on and is not wearing a manicure. The myth that po people believe when it comes to the rich and how they spend their money. Looking beautiful is based on the way celebrities look, and not the typical entrepreneur woman who did you what do every morning, took a shower, dried and brushed her hair, and brushed her teeth. It's all about prioritization when it comes to spending money. Let go of the need to be glamorous through the beauty salon. Convenience store snacks. I am guilty of having done this a lot. It's so easy to pop into a convenience store when you're filling up gas and leave with a bag of chips or a chocolate bar. These aren't massive expenses, but it chips away at your budget over the long run. Dave Ramsey clearly mentions that food is the #1 thing that people struggle with budgeting, which is all the more reason to avoid these snacks. Most of you enjoy a good cup of coffee in the morning, and Dave Ramsey is no exception. There's nothing better than coffee. But depending on where you get it, you may be more stressed and sad than anything else. This is because coffee can be very expensive. Someone with a Starbucks cup may look rich, but they probably spent more than $5 on a cup of coffee that could have been made at home for pennies. Don't be like them. Make your coffee at home and save your money. I have to know that it's cheaper to make the same meal at home than it is to buy it at a restaurant. Dave Ramsey said it's cheaper to make a meal at home than to buy it at a restaurant, but that doesn't mean you have to stop eating out forever. What matters is that you're not spending more than you need to on eating out.